How's everybody doing? Woo! I feel like I'm on my panel. Okay, not everybody at once, please. Do I pick and choose? Who goes first? Who's got a question is the real question. Yeah? My man in the back, what's up?
Christopher, it's Domingos from the Hollywood News Source. I just wanted to ask you, basically, you've been, for someone that's still young in the industry, you've been around for a while, but you're still consistently working, and obviously you've probably seen fellow colleagues of your same age sort of come and go. What's sort of been the secret to you still being going, getting work, and still putting yourself out there in good projects as well, in varied projects?
Well, I don't feel young. I'm 36. Superbad came out 18 years ago. Just fucking crazy to me. I was a child, and now I have knee pain. I don't feel like I've seen my colleagues come and go, because my colleagues, at least in the beginning, were Jonah Hill, Michael Cera, Emma Stone. She's won a couple Oscars, so she's doing pretty well for herself. Bill Hader and Seth Rogen. And then afterwards, I was like Paul Rudd. And so I've been very blessed to work with such incredible directors and talented actors who are all thriving. You know, a big part of working consistently is working with those guys, because they have put me in so many movies. Even last year, Seth and Evan put me in their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle TV show. Just come and ask me to do a voice, which is great. Jonah recently asked me to work with him, which was a delight. You know, I might be working in the future again with those guys, who knows. So really, I'm just so grateful that the Apatow crew, I fell in with them, and they just kept me employed for a really long time. All right, raise a hand, who's got one? Yes.
Hi, Alex from the Respawn.
Nice to meet you.
Years ago, you did a Far Cry 3 web series.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Yeah, that was 14 years ago or something like that. I think it was right after Role Models, and Ubisoft reached out and said they had a really fun idea to promote Far Cry 3. They wanted to take me to Thailand, which I had never done, and they actually allowed me to bring my best friend with me, who was, I don't know if you've seen it recently, but he's the man who dies in the beginning, who plays the cameraman. It's my best friend of when I was like 8 years old. Great actor too. So they just reached out, they had a really fun idea. They offered me money, which is always really nice. And I got to go out there with my best friend and, you know, come to these conventions. This is like the perfect crowd for that, because a lot of people come and talk to me about that, which is really cool. Yeah. Anybody else? My man.
Just got me asked, since you mentioned Superbad earlier.
Yep.
Look at this. People still come up and refer to you as Mclovin, or is that died out finally?
Never. Not since I shot that movie has anybody screamed that at me. No, of course. I mean, it happens quite often, which is funny, because when I read the script when I was 17 years old, I was like, this isn't that funny, Mclovin. I don't think this is going to stick. And joke's on me, it's fucking what I'm remembered for. But that's all to say that without Mclovin, without Superbad, I wouldn't have had the career that I had. I wouldn't be traveling to these conventions all over the world. So truly, it changed my life for the better. And yes?
What was it like being in the disaster artist? And if you could be in any bad movie, which bad movie would you be?
Okay, so I was in, that movie was not bad. That was the James Franco, Dave Franco remake of, this is how the story's told, of The Room. So that movie's really good. It was great to be in it. You know, Dave's one of my best friends, so to get to work with him was a delight. A bad movie. God, I don't want to offend anyone. You know, I don't want to say X movie and then they want to work with me. What's like a famously bad movie? What do you guys like? Catwoman. I'll play Catwoman. Put me in the suit. Kid. Why not? I'd look great. I got a female style body over here. I look great in a leather suit. We'll do that. All right. Anybody else got a question? Yeah.
You've got a lot of kids stuff on your CV. Trolls, Train the Dragon.
Yes.
And then a lot of movies that are very much not for kids.
Yes.
As a actor, what do you find easier, making a child laugh or making an adult laugh?
Oh, children. They want to laugh at anything, man. They laugh at farts, and that's the funniest thing on earth. You know what I mean? I feel like adults like hold it close to their chest. Like, I don't want that guy to know he's funny. You know? But making kids movies, it's great. You get to go into a studio. You can wear sweatpants if you like. You get to read a line 20 different ways. Whereas on a movie set, you know, it's, when you're filming, you can only do it one way. You can think of ideas and rehearse ideas. but when you go in front of a microphone, you can just riff on a line X amount of times, and it's great. You can do it big, you can do it small. So I'd say that that's probably easier, making a kid laugh.
Prefer those gigs.
Yeah. Well, I love them all. Love them all, but
You love work.
I love work. Love work. Anybody else? Yes.
You've done various animated characters.
Mhm.
What's the oddest line you've ended up having to sort of do for one of those characters, or sound effect, or that sort of
I mean, it always, I remember doing How to Train Your Dragon 1, 2, and 3, and all the TV shows in between. I think I did like 200 episodes of the show. It was always, you do the dialogue first, and that's really fun. And then at the end, they're like, okay, Jesus Christ, what a fool. And then at the end, they're like, great, we're going to do all the sound effects now. And because we're like riding dragons and stuff, it's just nonstop screaming. And it's like, great, now you're plunging down a 400-foot cliff. And you're like, okay, great. Ah! And you're just doing that for however long, another hour. So that was very strenuous, but also very fun.
Awesome.
Anybody? Yes, sir.
Just want to keep wanting, as an actor as well, with your community, with friends you made, the work, has it changed much, or do you feel that a sense of community within that group?
With like the Jonah and all those people? Oh, it's a huge community. I mean, they like, even if you don't work with them or talk to them for X amount of years, like I said, Seth and Evan put me in their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show. Even last year, I was developing a new TV show, and Point Grey hopped on to produce. We didn't get it sold. It was a huge bummer, but like the fact that they believed in it and believed in me and hopped on as producers and tried to get it sold was huge. Yeah, I mean, like, they're all great. I really feel like Jonah and myself and Michael, Sarah, kind of have an unspoken bond after what happened in Superbad, because it was a very unique thing that happened to the three of us, where nobody really knew who we were, and then that movie came out, and it felt like being in like a weird college version of the Beatles. It's like everyone knew who we were, and that movie came out, and it was #1 at the box office for 2 weekends in a row, which is unheard of for a comedy. And then Jonah and I were talking about it recently. We went and like promoted this comedy movie all over the world. We went to Australia, went to Germany, Italy, London, and it was just a very special, unique experience that the three of us share, and I think we'll really hold that bond for a while. Anybody else? Yeah.
Okay. Is there a dream video game franchise you'd love to be a part of?
I'm addicted to Borderlands right now. The new one just came out. I was talking to my friends about this. I'm more of like a video game that needs to like be in your face, fast, action packed. I get kind of lonely when I play like a Red Dead and I'm like riding on a horse in a beautiful landscape for a really long time. I don't know why it makes me sad. Like, I should be doing something better with my life. But I love Borderlands. It's just fucking shooting and looting all the time. So I think something like that would be really fun to do.
Amazing, thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else? Yeah?
If George Lucas taught the world anything, it's that stuff should come in trilogies. What are the chances of Kick-Ass 3? Is it dead, or is it ever likely to happen?
Never say never. I have not heard anything, obviously. I don't think the second one made as much money as people would have liked. So I haven't heard anything, but Matthew Vaughn and Mark Miller, I feel like they always work together. Kingsman, they might have a new project coming out or something. So like, there's always a hope, but I don't want to say yes. I don't want to promote that by any means.
Never say never, like you say.
Anybody else? All good? Yes.
So, how do you, when you do voice work acting compared to your film acting,
Yeah.
do you have a different method? What's your methods?
No, no real methods there. I remember when I booked Dragons and Trolls, both of them are kind of chubby characters, and I asked the director, I was like, well, do you want me to like to put on a voice? Do you want me to like create a new character? And they're like, no, we want your voice exactly as is. I was like, all right, makes my job a lot easier. So there wasn't like a crazy method. They wanted this voice coming out of those guys, so it wasn't anything too difficult. Yeah. Anything else? Yeah.
You mentioned working with Seth and Evan, possibly going to work on that. You, of course, were in Kick-Ass, and they now have this big superhero franchise, or whatever,
Yeah.
anti-hero franchise. Any chance of, would you like to pop up in that, or is that kind of too close to the Kick-Ass sort of?
What show are you talking about?
The Boys.
Oh, The Boys. I mean, they're they're done. I think they finished shooting the.
But they've got spin-offs. They've got 2 spin-offs.
Oh, I would love to. Would love to be in the spin-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got what Gen V, right?
Gen
Which is
V,
great.
and
Fortnite,
Fortnite, which is the other.
Yeah, I mean, if they come to, I'll do anything with those guys. You know what I mean? Like, I'll fucking rub their backs for free. Like, those guys have given me everything. So if they were to reach out and want me in those shows, 100%, I'd be honored. Yeah.
You spoke about all your friends in the industry. I'm just wondering, with you being a gamer, is there a go-to game that you and the other guys just play all together in your spare time?
So one of my best friends from the industry is Nicholas Braun, who was on Succession, Minutemen, all that. He's incredible. We used to play Call of Duty and Battlefield together all the time. And then that was like pre-Succession, then he booked Succession and got way too busy. But we would game on those for sure, a lot.
Nice. And you're playing the new Battlefield?
Not yet. No, I'm dialed into Borderlands. I can't really go back and forth between games. My brain is just like, gotta beat this what I got cooking right here, you know, and then I can jump. I'm kind of like that with books and movies as well. Like I gotta just finish what I'm on, but I want to play the new Battlefield.
It's good.
Yeah.
I recommend it.
Yeah, I'm down. Anything else? All right.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
What future projects have you got lined up?
I play bass with this musician, Ben Queller, who's been making music for 20 years. So I'll be touring with him next year. We're trying to come over here in the UK, we'll see. And then I'm going to be doing a movie in November with Paul Walter Hauser, who's great, and we'll start shooting that in like a few weeks. Yeah. But it hasn't been announced yet, so I don't want to say I don't want to be the first one and then get fired. Cool.
What genre of music are you in?
He makes indie rock. He's been around for like 20 years, so he was like pre-Strokes, pre-Dr. Dog, all that kind of indie rock music. He's great, and I play bass with him.
Amazing.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right.